Good evening. This week is the Parsha of Emor. In it we have the mitzvah of Sfirat Omer, which is the counting of the Omer. Now, what is this mitzvah? In the temple times, we had a divine commandment that on the second day of Passover, to bring a measurement of barley, which was called Omer, from the newly harvested wheat that grew, and we brought this Omer barley as an offering to the Holy Temple. And then the Torah gives us a second mitzvah, that on the day that you bring the Omer to the temple, you should count for 49 days. And on the 50th day is the holiday of Shavuot, the giving of the Torah. Now there's two questions regarding the mitzvah of counting of the Omer. One, the way we count the Omer is a very strange way. We don't count like the usual way, like today is the first day of the Omer, the second day, today is the second day of the Omer, today is the third day of the Omer, but rather we say today is day number 1. And the second day we say today is 2 days of the Omer. Then we say today is 3 days of the Omer. Why are we counting the previous days? The second question is, it seems to be a clear contradiction in the Torah about the counting of the Omer. One verse says you should count 7 weeks, 49 days. The second verse says, Tisperu chamishim yom, you should count 50 days. Which one is it? Do we count 49 days or do we count 50 days? In order to better understand this, we have to reflect upon the origins and the reason of the mitzvah. The mitzvah of counting of the Omer began when the Jews came out of Egypt and they were told that in 50 days they're going to get the Torah. There's going to be this great godly revelation. They were counting the days from great excitement and anticipation. Another day closer, another day closer. Also, the 49 days of counting of the Omer, it represents the 49 aspects of our soul. You know, we count 7 weeks. Each week represents one emotional faculty. And each faculty, each soul power, we have 7 soul powers, and each soul power has 7 parts to it. So, the 7 weeks, which is the 49 days, each day we elevate and refine one aspect of the soul. And so, after the 49 days, we are ready to receive the Torah. Now, this explains why in the counting we say today is 5 days of the Omer. Today is 6 days of the Omer. Because every single day of counting, we achieved another level. We purified one more aspect of our soul, which also corresponds to the 49 gates of holiness. The Kabbalah teaches that there's 49 gates of holiness corresponding to the 49 levels of the soul, and each day that we refine one level of the soul, we attain another higher level of holiness. So, we are saying, if today is 7 days, we're saying today is 7 days of the Omer. We are emphasizing that we already elevated 7 powers of our soul, of our achievement, and we attained 7 steps of holiness. Now, when it comes to the 49 days, which represents the full sphirot, the full faculties of our soul, then comes day 50. Day 50 is a level of holiness which human cannot achieve on our own. We can only attain the 49, which is a soul power. But the level of 50, which is called Shar Hanun, that is something which is given to us by God as a gift. The 50th level of holiness. And this is why God says you should count 50 days. Because by us counting 49 days, by us elevating all the 49 levels of our soul, on the 50th day, God says, I'm giving you the gift of the 50th level of holiness. So it is considered as if you counted 50 days because you are getting all the 50 levels. And that explains the idea of the counting of the Omer. So when we count the Omer today, every single day, we have to think about that we have to elevate and refine and purify all of the unholy character traits that we have and get ready for the giving of the Torah. Have a nice evening and a good Shabbat.